Today, we're going to explore everything there is to know about the 1-cent coin, its history, value, and the surprising significance it holds in our economy. So, grab your pennies, and let's dive into this little coin with a big history. But the chain cent wasn't long for the world. It was only produced for a short time before being replaced in 1796 with the Liberty Cap design. And this would only be the start of the ever-changing designs of the 1-cent coin. As the years passed, the design of the 1-cent coin went through many iterations, each reflecting the political, social, and artistic climate of the time. In the early 1800s, the Liberty Cap design was replaced by the Flying Eagle cent in 1856. This design was only minted for a few years before being replaced by the Indian head cent in 1859. The Indian head design is one of the most iconic, lasting until 1909. But the 1-cent coin's most iconic design arrived in 1909, when the Lincoln wheat penny was introduced to honor President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the wheat penny would become a staple in everyday American life for over 50 years. In 1959, the design was updated to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday, replacing the wheat stalks with the now famous Lincoln Memorial, marking a significant moment in American coin history. And more recently, in 2009, the U.S. Mint introduced a series of 4 different reverse designs to commemorate Lincoln's life. And finally, in 2010, the current shield design was introduced, which remains in circulation today. Despite its rich history today, the 1-cent coin isn't as powerful as it used to be. In fact, when you take inflation into account, its purchasing power has dwindled dramatically over the years. In 1913, a penny could buy you a loaf of bread. Today, that same penny might only be enough to cover the tax on your lunch. That's because, while prices have soared, the penny's value hasn't kept pace. Today, it costs more to make a penny than it's worth. In fact, as of 2023, it costs the U.S. Mint about 2.1 cents to produce each 1-cent coin. So, why does the U.S. Mint keep making them? Well, for one, the penny plays a crucial role in small transactions, especially in cash-based economies. It also holds sentimental and practical value for many people, even if it's mostly just stored away in jars. Despite the penny's generally low value, not all 1-cent coins are created equal. In fact, some rare pennies can fetch a hefty sum at auction. Let's take a look at some of the most valuable pennies in history. Take the 1943 steel penny, for example. During World War II, the U.S. Mint switched to steel to conserve copper for military uses, creating a rare type of penny. These steel pennies, especially in mint condition, can be worth thousands of dollars today. And then there's the 1909 SVDB Lincoln penny. This rare coin, minted with a small VDB on the reverse to honor the designer, is a highly sought-after collector's item. Depending on the condition, these pennies can fetch over $1,000. While most pennies are worth just a cent, these rare versions prove that the 1-cent coin can sometimes be worth far more than its face value. If you ever find a 1943 steel penny or a 1909 SVDB penny in your pocket, you could be holding a small fortune. Now, here's the big question: should the United States continue to produce the 1-cent coin? It's a debate that's been ongoing for decades. On one hand, it costs more to make than it's worth, and inflation has made the penny less and less useful in everyday life. Some countries, like Canada, have already decided to phase out their 1-cent coin. But in the US, the penny still has a dedicated following. Supporters argue that it serves as an important tool for making exact change, especially for small purchases. So, will the penny survive in the long run? While some are pushing to eliminate it, for now, it looks like this little coin will continue to be part of American currency. But with rising production costs and digital transactions on the rise, who knows what the future holds for the 1-cent coin? Well, that's all for today's deep dive into the history, value, and surprising worth of the 1-cent coin. It might be small, but as we've seen, its legacy and impact are anything but insignificant.